And we spoke a little bit about culture early on in our conversation. But Rupert actually asked, we just got a question in from him. So he asked, how do you cultivate empathy in a remote environment?
That's challenging, and it's something that we really need to focus on. Cultivating empathy is actually, in a way, could be part of the relationship building, right? Mm-hmm. Because what we can do when we cultivate empathy, what we want to make sure we do is help people to be mindful of others. And we do that through what we call perspective taking, trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes, right? Because oftentimes we look at things from our own vantage point, and so we need to be flexible and understand, how is this person feeling? What scenario is this person in? So with empathy, our exercises in being mindful and thinking about what position that person is in.
And I'll just maybe add to that, Nick. I think one of the benefits of the pandemic I've heard from a lot of companies is that leaders and managers became much more empathetic, actually, in their leadership styles. I think they, for a variety of reasons. One, they recognized that everybody was in this mess together. We're all navigating it together. They recognized that employees were making tremendous sacrifices, to help keep their work and the organizations going. I think that managers also, with their employees being remote, did things like random informal touch bases, which maybe they didn't do in the office as much, right? But they did it more when those employees were working at home. And then I think there were simple things like, us being on Zoom in our homes kind of gave people a glimpse into our lives and humanized us to an extent. And I think all those things contributed to a more kind of empathetic leadership style. And I'm hoping that some of those behaviors and patterns will continue even when we're, kind of beyond this and back to a quote unquote more, normal, working pattern.
It's interesting. One thing I never thought about was my background. I never had to think about that before. But now with, me zooming into meetings now, I got to think like, okay, is this book right? Is this picture right? So I know what you both mean.